Live from downtown Oklahoma City, Oklahoma's own News 9 starts now.
Glad you're with us this morning. What's that?
Caffeine. That's what's in our lunch boxes this morning.
It's going to be kind of fun. We actually brought lunches that we'd give our kids, and one of us forgot this morning. You'll see who's the bad parent here on the morning news desk.
A lot of kids
Don't
going.
point to me.
I don't know who we're looking at. A lot of kids going back to school today. Obviously, 25,000 students down in Moore heading back to class today. Tomorrow's the big day where so many districts are going back, including Oklahoma City Public Schools, Yukon, Norman, Putnam City. And then we have El Reno and Middle getting started later. And it's going to be a big week. Everybody's going back this week, and so many kids out there getting ready.
Yeah.
Last kind of day for a lot of kids.
It's an exciting week. The bus stop might be a little wet this morning because we have had that rain move through and some lightning this morning. Lacey?
Yeah, we had lightning, we've had thunder, we've had pockets of heavy rain, but no severe winds this morning. Yesterday afternoon and evening definitely had that. We've got a lot of video to show you. We'll be showing you coming up throughout the morning. We've been showing it all morning long. Anywhere from an inch of rain in Oklahoma City to 1 to 2 inches, depending on your location in the mesonet rain gauges. But that's not every location, of course. It's a helpful tool. Another thing we look at are radar estimates, where you can see the fine detail of what fell. Up near Deer Creek, nearly 4 inches of rain, 4 to 6 inches from Tuttle back to Gracemont and Fort Cobb. The eastern sides of the metro had pockets of 2 to 3. The rain really started to taper off overnight, and then new storms developed early this morning. And we're still tracking a little bit of that rain this morning here at 6 o'clock on your Tuesday. Light showers from O-Trip to Tinker, back to Yukon and Mustang. This will spread across Oklahoma County, still bringing some spotty showers. Moderate rain from Byers down to Tatum's and Fox. There's a closer look from Blanchard to Moore to Norman. Some holes in the rain for sure, and it's not very heavy. There's not much in the way of lightning left this morning. Anywhere that we've had a few lightning strikes is down near Pulse Valley and Elmer City. So as far as heading out this morning, temps are in the 60s and 70s. Few showers. For Moore, temperatures will be in the mid 80s for highs today. Oklahoma City, 84 degrees with a 30% chance of afternoon thunderstorms. Some areas will have pockets of heavy rain again, may have some strong wind gusts. We'll detail what you're to expect, and your statewide timeline is coming up.
Lacey, we'll see you in a bit. 3 people are arrested after a woman was found dead in the middle of the road near Arcadia Lake over the weekend. Police say Elsie Gonzalez either jumped or fell out of a moving pickup truck near East 15th and Air Depot. This happened early Saturday morning, according to police. Investigators later arrested Omar Cruz, Fernanda Mora, and Farouk Campos for allegedly leaving the scene and later hiding the truck, removing the plates, and turning off cell phones. Police say the victim and suspects knew each other. An Oklahoma City woman convicted of manslaughter is back in court today, asking for a shorter prison sentence under a new state law called the Oklahoma Survivors Act. Taisha Long is serving 27 years for shooting and killing her ex-boyfriend in 2020 after she claims he assaulted her on several occasions. If Long's request is granted, her sentence could be reduced to just 12 years.
In Lincoln County, police are searching for a person of interest this morning after a woman is found dead in the woods. This all began Saturday when police say Ryan Archer, right here, contacted his neighbor saying a woman shot herself near his house. That neighbor then called 911. Investigators say they later found the woman's body and her gun nearby, and they're now trying to figure out why Ryan Archer didn't call 911.
You know, most people usually would call 911 if they had an associate or a friend that was to get hurt, and to give the story to us instead of the neighbor.
Investigators are now searching for Ryan Archer. They have not released the woman's name. They're waiting for the medical examiner to determine how she died.
An arrest warrant has been issued for an Oklahoma City police officer charged with rape. Court documents reveal Officer Shamar Kitchen, seen here, violated a victim protective order. He was arrested in December, accused of punching and sexually assaulting a woman in Canadian County. Officer Kitchens has been placed on leave from OKC Police.
6:05 your time right now. Let's get a check of traffic as you're heading out the door this morning. Gonna have a lot of wet roadways out there. Taking a live look across the metro on the Lucky Star Skycam network. Keep in mind, if you're down in the Moore area, students heading back today, you're going to start seeing those flashing lights in school zones starting at 7 a.m. And keep in mind, you're also going to see buses on the road. Our news tracker is reporting right now what looks like a minor crash near the Dallas Junction. We're going to be looking into that, but so far, traffic seems to be shaping up nicely this morning.
And you did mention back to school time. In fact, an exciting day for more. 25,000 students heading back to the class today. Some school districts say classrooms, though, are still missing a teacher across Oklahoma. In fact, in 2024, our state ranked 13th for the highest number of teacher shortages. A common way for schools to fill the gap, emergency teacher certification. Those applying need a bachelor's degree but no formal experience. The State Board of Education has received nearly 2,500 requests just this year alone.
Some Oklahoma universities have their own programs to get teachers in public school classrooms. One program puts teachers' assistants on the fast track to becoming teachers. UCO's Paraprofessional Residency to Educator Pathway program allows teaching aides to work full-time and earn their teaching degrees. Leaders at the university say the best education students are paraprofessionals because they already work with students.
So the assignments are geared for those working adults, not just working adults, but those who already have expertise in the classroom.
The university tells us the most paraprofessionals who get their teaching degrees stay within Oklahoma schools.
As students return to the classroom, safety is top of mind. And new technology at Putnam City Public Schools can detect a gun anywhere on campus. News 9's Kylee Dedmon learned more about the new state-of-the-art technology. She joins us live. Kylee?
Yeah, it's technology you hope is never needed, but could make all the difference. This new security upgrade can instantly detect when a gun is brandished on school grounds, alerting police immediately.
Having Zero Eyes, having weapon detection district-wide, having a dedicated campus police department really just solidifies the fact that here in Putnam City schools, you know, we take safety at the highest priority and prove that every single day.
Zero Eyes, an AI-based platform that immediately detects when a gun is shown anywhere on campus.
Using that state-of-the-art technology with AI, it just all works seamlessly. And the fact that we can use our existing cameras and not have to install new ones.
The cameras can pick up everything from 0.1% of a pixel of a gun. In the event of an emergency, the system will send a live notification to a Zero Eyes command center, and one of those workers will immediately see the camera feed and instantly determine what is going on. Putnam City Public Information Officer AJ Graffio says by a click of a button, they will send a notification to the dispatch center, campus police, and all of the Putnam City's local first responders.
And then that notification will go to an app and a text message that everybody will receive, and it'll have photos of the subject.
Graffio says the cameras will continuously track the suspect from camera to camera across the campus.
Just reducing that response time. There's no guessing when a first responder shows up. Where are they now? They know exactly where to go to mitigate the threat.
Thanks to a bond measure that passed in February, Putnam City schools were able to get the security upgrade.
I mean, safety is our #1 priority, and we prove that through all the initiatives, and our community backs that by passing bond measures that pay for these initiatives.
Putnam City Schools did not share which schools will have this advanced technology, but say that it will be in several schools in the district. Reporting live at Putnam City Schools, Kylee Dedmon, Oklahoma's own News 9.
News 9 is your place for all things back to school this year. We're helping your family prepare with several resources on our website, like start dates and cell phone policies. Just scan this QR code on your screen and it'll take you to all of those web pages.
It's been so fun seeing all these back to school pictures. And check out this one, Sasha. Is she not a doll? She is going to Head Start, and we are wishing you the best. I mean, it's so exciting when they're so little. First day of school, it's a fun one.
Pigtails are getting me. Oh, Sasha.
And here's Riley.
Hey, Riley.
The boots on.
Kind of looks like your boys, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Oh. Your kids are going to be in what grade this year?
Pre-K and first grade. Pre-K and first grade.
Riley, have a great first year in kindergarten. So cute. Look at the excitement on his face, too.
He's got his boots on. How can you not be excited?
I love
How can you not
it.
be excited?
Hey, send us those back-to-school pics. All you have to do is send them to pics@news9.com, news9.com/school. Also, we take them anyway. You can email us. We'll get them in for you. But pics@news9.com is the best way to get those in here to the station.
I really like Riley's shorts with cowboy boots look.
That's a good trend, isn't it?
That's a good trend.
My favorite look as a kid, for sure. You don't want to give up the boots just because it's hot outside. Come on.
That's right. Let's get over to the Bob Mills Weather Center, check in with Lacey. How's weather looking for all the kids heading back to school today, Lace?
Such an exciting day, such an exciting time of year for sure. The Swope household geared up, ready to go, fired up. We will see the chance for a few showers lingering through the morning and into the afternoon. We're talking about rain opportunities running at about 30% later today. And we're tracking some rain on Next Gen Live. Temperatures in the 60s and 70s through mid-morning, and we are breaking daylight. More on your rain timeline and your bus stop forecast is coming up.
Also coming up, it is Election Day in Moore today. Residents will decide if the mayor of Moore will get a pay raise and the fate of the hotel motel tax. We're talking about it next.
All right, bus stop forecast, actually pretty calm, thank goodness, because we had some wild weather yesterday.
We absolutely did. So roads are damp across the metro. We still have a few showers that we're tracking, but it's not severe.
Yeah.
Yesterday was loud. It was noisy for some, slept right through it.
That's good napping weather.
Perfect napping weather. For me, I hear anything on the roof. I hear rain. I'm like, oh, I gotta look.
Let me look at the radar.
What's happening? Yes, exactly. Yesterday, pretty intense storms, no doubt. Strong winds, had some hail. Look at this video coming in from Moore yesterday. Strong winds, 60, maybe even 70-mile-an-hour gusts. Of course, it didn't last very long. These were downburst type winds. Did knock out power to thousands of customers. Did some minor tree damage, brought down some power poles. Trackers were out. Let me show you another piece of video here. All of your video coming in. Watch this one. Blair sent us this video, and if you watch the house, not the house they live in, but the doll house, the playhouse. Yeah, I think it's fine. It's a pretty sturdy playhouse, if you ask me. Look at it. Boom! There it goes. Trampolines were flying. It was one of those types of days. Now it is quiet other than a few showers. So for the bus stoppers this morning, temps in the 60s, a 30% chance of rain. And then as we head through the midday hours, mid 70s, we'll top out in the lower and mid 80s this afternoon. And we will have a slight chance for afternoon thunderstorms. They're very isolated in nature, a 20 to a 30% chance, but that does include more for later this afternoon. Not anticipating storms like what we had yesterday, but a few strong wind gusts are possible. All that rain that has fallen, I showed you those rainfall totals there at the top of the hour, 2 to 4 to 5 inches in isolated spots. There's the rain from overnight, and what we're left with this morning is just the light stuff. This is sprinkles from downtown to Moore, a little heavier over Mustang and Tuttle. Everything's drifting to the east and kind of pressing down to the south. The heaviest rain runs from Byers down to Fox. Moderate rain over Minco and Union City. Dry and more of the west side's rain's creeping in, though, so we will have rain around through the next couple of hours. It is light. It's not really blowing sideways. Winds are light. Some moderate rain from Lacie back down to Duncan, Ringling. Not a whole lot of lightning going on, so the rain kind of swath that we have is tapering off this morning. Still, the showers are falling. Our Lucky Star Sky Cam network, you can see it there on the lights at OCCC. We're breaking daylight. It is 70 degrees. Sunrise is still about 30 minutes away. Temps in the upper 60s and low 70s, and winds are about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Don't have to worry about that whipping things around, but for the kiddos getting ready to head out today, they will need the rain gear to start off if they got the rain boots. This is the morning to use them. Temps in the mid upper 80s in the southwest due to the rain and the cloud cover that we had yesterday. The clouds today. Temperatures will stay in the mid 80s in central Oklahoma. Afternoon rain chance, can't rule it out. A few of those isolated thunderstorms will billow up again today during peak heating. 40% chance down to the south. The big view, we're always looking at what's going on across the globe. Weather and the jet stream is connected. Those circulations for the northern, the southern hemisphere, it all impacts everything. There's a big ridge of high pressure to the west. That's the heat dome. On the east side of that, we have northerly flow of the jet stream. bringing in cooler temps, cloud cover, rain opportunities. Meanwhile, watching off the coast of Africa, there is now a tropical storm that has developed. We've been talking about the circulation getting stronger. It'll become a major hurricane, and we'll see where it heads. Another chance for development up to the north. So this is Tropical Storm Aaron coming up by the time we get to the end of the week and the weekend, expected to become a Cat 3, a major hurricane by Sunday morning. And then where does it go from there? Most data keeps it out of the Gulf, kicks it up to the Atlantic, and possibly even off the coast, not making it to the coast of the United States. But we will see. It's just now starting to become organized. Lows for tonight will be in the 60s and 70s. We are going to see mostly dry conditions with the exception of the southeast, and that means waking up to pretty quiet conditions for tomorrow. For the bus stop forecast, back to school for Oklahoma City Public Schools tomorrow, 60s and 70s, very slight chance of a shower, highs in the mid upper 80s for tomorrow, not half bad. Average high is 93. The record is 107. It can get really scorching hot still in mid-August, and we are going to take these cooler temperatures while we have them. Enjoy it because the heat builds. Slight chance of rain tomorrow afternoon, higher chance to the southeast. Then after the 80s for a couple of days, back to the mid-90s. Very hot. South winds pick up 10 to 20, mid-90s into the weekend as well. And rain chances, they return Sunday, Monday of next week with a cold front trying to move in Wednesday of next week on your 9-day. Back to you guys.
Residents in Moore heading to the polls today. Several items on the ballot, including the 5 to 8% increase on the hotel tax, which would fund parks and public transportation. More residents will also decide if the mayor and the city council members should get a pay raise. Polls are open from 7 this morning until 7 tonight. And the roof of the historic Jim Norick Arena out at the Oklahoma City Fairgrounds will implode this morning. Former Mayor Ron Norick will be there. It starts at 7:30. He'll push the button to start the demolition of the building that bears his father's name. Watch the implosion live right here on News 9 or our website. We will be streaming it. It's set to start again at 7:30, weather permitting.
The Oklahoma City City Council is set to vote today on whether to give sporting goods store Shields $8 million in incentives. The sporting good company is planning to build its first location in Oklahoma City after opening in Tulsa last October. Shields says it's looking to build the store on the west side of Lake Hefner Parkway, north of the Kilpatrick Turnpike. The store could open in 2028. The City Council meets today at 8:30.
Your time now, 6:20. A quick check of traffic this morning. Here's a live look on the Lucky Star Skycam network. Roads are a little wet this morning. Please be patient. Drive safely. So far, no crashes to report on any of the major interstates. We'll keep you posted. And coming up, we are counting down Oklahoma's top high school football players. Hear what this Choctaw junior with more than 30 college football offers says is keeping him focused this season. Hey, this week, high schools across the state kick off football practice. There's nothing like high school football.
And we are excited. Our sports team is counting down the top 10 players in Oklahoma for the next 2 weeks. Now, last night, they talked to number 10, Titus Hawk from Choctaw High School. Titus is a junior and already a state champion. And listen to this. He already has offers from OU, OSU, and 30 other major college football programs, something he says he does not take for granted.
It's been a blessing. It's all God. I can't do it without him. And my coaches have helped me tremendously with just getting that, but keeping my head in the right space.
That guy is so tall.
So tall.
It's like men among boys out there. It's
Okay,
crazy.
he's 6'7".
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness. Wow. Okay, so he's number 10. Don't miss number 9 tonight at 10 right here on News 9.
I love this new thing we're doing, counting down the best high school players. There's a
so
lot of
cool.
them out there.
You know his mom's happy because his college will be paid for. That's a good way to get
He's
your
only a
education paid
junior.
for.
Only
Yeah.
a junior and number 10. I mean, this guy's got 30 offers. Who's number 9 going to be? My
Far
goodness.
high on this list, aren't we?
Man, it's an exciting time of year. It's back to school. Friday night lights are getting ready to fire up, Lacey.
Oh, we love it so much, and that means a lot less freedom for the kiddos during the work week, during the school week. Hey, the weekends are still game on for getting into the Oklahoma outdoors. Check out Camden, guys, from Weatherford, enjoying the last little bits of summer here, fishing in the pond there in Weatherford, and check out his beautiful bass.
Oh,
the
yeah.
coloring on our Oklahoma fish
look at that.
are just absolutely beautiful. He's got a gorgeous smile.
Way to go,
too.
Camden.
Way to go. Congrats, buddy. Keep your pictures coming. We're starting this morning with partly cloudy skies. Guthrie, look at that. Sunrise is just minutes away. Still tracking some rain on Next Gen Live. We'll talk about where that's heading. Today, back into the 80s for highs. More on your rain timeline and more for the school and a bus stop forecast coming up.
Also coming up, fall sports in full swing in Oklahoma. We're going to show you the changes that state officials could approve today to protect athletes from heat illness.
And students in Middale Public Schools head back to school tomorrow under a new emergency protocol. How the plan is designed to reduce confusion in a crisis.
You're watching Oklahoma's own News 9 this morning.
Good morning, Oklahoma. 6:30 on a Tuesday morning. We've got more public schools heading back to class. So many students starting off the school year, and the Devon Tower says, welcome back to school. It's got some crayon colors. That's a live look right there on the Lucky Star Skycam network. We're all just excited to start a new school year. I think the kids are excited to see their friends. Maybe not the homework, but it's a great time.
Mom and Dad pretty excited too.
Yeah, so maybe some mixed emotions for the younger kids.
Well, back to a
parents.
routine is always nice.
Yeah.
That's what's good for a lot of families. It's like the summer times can be like, when are we going to bed? Kids, they stay up all night long, right?
Although yesterday it seemed like it was way out of the August routines. Turn to Lacey in the Bob Mills Weather Center. A rocking afternoon into the evening, Lacey.
Severe storms for sure. Trackers were out in full force. This video coming in from Cushing and similar videos from across central Oklahoma. There goes the trampoline in the 60-mile-an-hour winds, blowing that rain sideways. The winds were howling. Torrential rain was falling. Thousands of customers without power. That is down to just a couple of hundred now. 100 customers still without electricity in Oklahoma County. Now that's a live look. Check out that shot from our Blanchard cam, part of our Lucky Star Skycam network. Just as I was stepping out of the way, there was a bolt of lightning. Just a gorgeous shot. Every now and again, a couple of strikes of lightning with what's going on. We've been tracking thunderstorms overnight. Now, the storms were tame overnight. No severe weather. That shot was looking over here at the thunderstorm near Stroud. Over Blanchard, over Newcastle, Mustang, Moore, Norman, Oklahoma City. Light rain is moving in. Everything's really getting holes in it and falling apart, but it'll still be a couple of hours before this is completely done. Moderate rain from Byers down to Elmer City. Tracking kind of to the east. Was moving more to the southeast. Some of this is drifting more to the northeast, but really fizzling, not moving very quickly and kind of raining itself out over Leedy, Morewood, and Butler. Moderate rain from Rush Springs all the way down to Ringling. That's the rain that's falling in the metro right now. Steady showers on our Lucky Star Skycam network. It is 70 degrees right now. Roads are wet. Be careful traveling. And as your kiddos are heading in for the first day of school in Moore, happy first day of school. They'll need the rain gear to start off this morning, and there will still be a couple of storm chances heading into the afternoon. All the cloud cover keeps our highs below average. We'll talk more about what to expect for your statewide rain timeline, more on what to expect for Oklahoma City Public Schools heading back tomorrow. It's coming up.
All right, Lacey, thank you. Many questions still surround the status of State Superintendent Ryan Walters' new social studies standards and his push for Bibles in the classroom. The Oklahoma Supreme Court last week sided with Walters, saying the social studies standards can move forward. Some parents, educators, and faith leaders sued, saying the new standards are putting religion in public schools and spreading misinformation. But here's what Superintendent Walters had to say.
Huge win for Oklahoma parents, huge defeat for those radical leftists that want the woke indoctrination in the classroom to continue. Not in Oklahoma.
Walters maintains that Bibles will be distributed to classrooms this fall, although lawmakers rejected the $3 million funding request.
So it is back to school, and that means the start of fall sports, especially high school football action. And the OSSAA is set to vote today on a new statewide policy to keep all our school athletes safe from heat-related illnesses. So the key highlights would include mandatory training for coaches, practice time limitations, mandatory rest periods. It would also add a 14-day period for students to acclimate at the start of the season. And welcoming students back to class tomorrow, the Middale Public Schools, they actually have been prepping some big-time lesson plans, and the district says it will implement new security protocols this year.
This morning, News 9's Lisa Monahan gives us a look at the new approach to keep your kids safe in an emergency situation. Lisa?
Well, Lacey, Middale wants teachers, parents, students, and first responders all on the same page during an emergency situation. The goal is to have one clear plan that everyone understands, but will hopefully never use. No textbook can truly prepare anyone for school violence.
It's mass hysteria.
Whether it's a lockdown, an evacuation, or the unthinkable, painful lessons from tragedies across the country have taught this. Every crisis is different, but how we respond shouldn't be.
We know what a lockdown means on our side, but the lockdown on the school side was something totally different.
That's why Middale Public Schools is rolling out the standard response protocol this year.
We're always evaluating the processes that we have in place and looking for ways to make them better.
The district-wide plan outlines 5 clear actions, posted in every classroom, practiced in every school. Words that will mean the same thing to every student, parent, teacher, and first responder.
I think this will help with a lot of confusion in that area. They can have this reference material that tells them, the school's in a hold situation and why.
The program comes from the I Love You Guys Foundation, named after the final words of a student killed in a school shooting, and focused on improving crisis response through scenario-based training.
You have one way in and one way out.
From drills on evacuations,
all units, this is incident command, we are going to begin,
to reuniting students with parents after an emergency.
Just for purposes so everybody can see them.
Every role in the response is pre-assigned, planned, and practiced.
It's just to make sure that we get it right.
Because in a crisis, getting it right means everyone's on the same page.
Do you feel safe going home with this person you're in?
And when students do return to class, they'll be getting the same clear instructions. But for parents who would like to review it all with your child before sending them back to school, I've posted a full breakdown over on news9.com.
Lisa, thank you. The standard response protocol is in 50,000 schools nationwide, including the 2 biggest districts in our state, Oklahoma City and Tulsa Public Schools.
6:36 your time right now. Let's get a check of traffic as you're heading out the door this morning. Taking a live look across the metro here on the Lucky Star Skycam network. So far, things moving along smoothly. No major incidents on interstates right now that are going to slow you down. But keep in mind, in about 20 minutes, you're going to have those school zones flashing there and more. So give yourself some extra time and be mindful of school buses out on the road today. Well, we love these back to school photos. Keep sending them to us. Want to show you Misty. She's in 3rd grade this year. Hey. All right, Misty, go for it. It's going to be a big year. Lily is joining the Head Start program.
Hey,
How about
Lily.
Lily?
Look at that smile. Apple in her hand.
She's ready for the teacher.
These pictures are so cute.
We love seeing these back to school pictures, and we want to see your kiddos with back to school. Just go to news9.com/schools. Send us the picture, tell us their name and what grade they're going to be in.
We love showing them right here on News 9, getting a lot of parents snapping those pics and sending them in. It's just an exciting time across the state.
It really is, and so many parents excited. We're seeing a lot of younger photos, and there's a lot of smiles. The younger kids are very, very excited. I don't know about the older kids.
I can't get my boys to smile at all. They look so miserable.
One day left, boys.
Man, yeah, your kids go back. Edmond, what is Thursday?
Thursday, yeah.
So tomorrow's a big day as well. We're watching those school zones. We're watching the Bob Mills Weather Center. Kind of a little dreary start out there this morning, Lacey.
Yeah, Trek and Rain on Next Gen Live. So a few showers here and there. You'll see that as you're heading out across the metro. Not very heavy, but heavy enough to make the roadways damp. We'll talk about what the trend is with the rain, where it's headed, and your before you go forecast. Cloudy skies, highs today in the mid-80s. More on rain chances this afternoon coming up.
Also coming up, it can be difficult to pack your student the perfect lunch for every single school day.
That's why we're talking with a pediatrician about how to pack a healthy but delicious meal your children will love. We actually brought some lunches that we would pack our kids. Did we pass or fail? A live demonstration next on News 9.
All right, welcome back. Back to school is here, and we were asked to bring lunches for our kids.
Yes.
So 2 of us did it.
Yep.
And 1 forgot.
Can you guys guess?
Well, I forgot.
Look at me.
I forgot when my kid was in school.
Right.
I'd call Subway every day saying, "Get it over to the school." And guess what? I forgot today. So just keeping it real. So
it's hard to get back into a routine, and that's what so many families are having to do right now.
I can't wait to see what you guys have packed for your kids.
I'm excited to see too. I have no idea.
It's going to be a live unboxing right here on the air.
Oh, gosh.
But getting into that routine for drivers, too. We got so many school buses that are going to be back out on the road, some of them right now.
Things you got to start thinking about for sure. So many homeschoolers going to school this week. I homeschool. My family's very excited. There's so many districts going back, if not this week, early next week. And I think everyone's back and ready to go. And that means all the buses on the roadways. And in case you've forgotten, or maybe it's always been a little bit fuzzy to you, we show you this every year. Just remember on the roadways what to do. When the bus stops, you have to stop behind it. But for the opposite direction of traffic, you also must stop before the bus as well on 2-lane roads. Now, when you get to 4-lane roads or roads that don't have a barrier, if you're on the opposite direction, you also have to stop to let those kiddos get off that bus and possibly cross the lanes of traffic. The only time the opposite lane does not have to stop is if there's a barrier or there's some sort of concrete barrier or something separating them. But even then, you have to use caution. Those little kiddos getting off the bus, sometimes you don't know which direction they're going to go. So just be careful. No distractions this morning, and make sure you are ready to go for all the kiddos, all the faculty and staff that are going to be getting out to start the new school year. We're talking anywhere from 2 to 4 inches of rain that has fallen. So roads are wet across the metro. Some areas are still damp from the rain from yesterday. 4 to 6 inches of rain from Gracemont to Fort Cobb to Tuttle. It was heavy. And within that, we definitely had some localized flooding. Trackers were out in full force, had strong to severe storms from Cushing down to Stroud with pockets of heavy rain. Did not have rain in the afternoon yesterday, but of course, northern Oklahoma, you had several inches of rain yesterday morning. So it's been good rains. Some areas it's just been too much in a short period of time. Now what's happening is that we're left with light showers that are still falling. So you can see it on Next Gen Live, a couple sprinkles from O-Trip to downtown, from Mustang back to El Reno, moderate rain from Pauls Valley to Elmer City to Fox, and light rain from Geary to Thomas back to Lacie, moderate rain from Ringling to Temple back to Elmer City. And again, as far as the lightning count goes, nothing's showing up in the way of lightning right now. So everything's on a weakening trend, but that's how soggy it is. And that's a live look in O-Triple-C right now. The pond is full at O-Trip. The parking lot is wet. And for the kiddos going in, more public schools, yeah, it's drizzly, it's light rain, and we have temperatures in the 60s and low 70s. Rain chances are dwindling down as this pushes to the southeast. I think we'll still be tracking rain for the next couple of hours across the state, and then we'll have a dry period for a while. 60s, 70s, those are your temperatures. Winds are 5 to 15 miles per hour. They're nothing like what they were yesterday. Midday, temperatures will be in the 70s and 80s, and we'll top out in the mid 80s. Average highs are in the low 90s, so well below average is what we're expecting today due to how moist everything is, all the saturation from yesterday's rain, and more cloud cover throughout the day today. Mid-upper 80s in northern Oklahoma, upper 80s to the south as well, and a chance for thunderstorms this afternoon. Less than yesterday, for sure. We had widespread heavy rain, all those severe storms. There is a 20 to a 30% chance of those daytime pop-up thunderstorms today. Slightly higher chance from Ada to Ardmore down to Pauls Valley. The ridge of high pressure, that's the heat dome, and that's where it's set up. Right now, temperatures are in the upper 90s in Arizona, in Las Vegas as well. That's where the heat dome needs to stay. But unfortunately, over the next couple of days, this pattern changes and the heat dome comes creeping back and our rain chances start to really go back down, at least for a little while. Lows tonight, 60s and 70s. Chance of rain tonight to the southeast, 40% from Durant to Idabel. And as far as Oklahoma City public schools go, 60s to 70s to 80s later this afternoon, or later for tomorrow afternoon for Wednesday. That is the first day back to school for so many districts across the state of Oklahoma. It looks mostly dry. We'll have a chance for thunderstorms in the southeast. Highs again below average, upper 80s, low 90s with a 10% chance of rain, 40% from Ada to McAllister down to Durant. So your 9-day forecast, we're talking upper 80s for tomorrow, 90s for your Thursday and Friday. Then take a look at the big weekend, mid-upper 90s, but a chance of rain returns. So Sunday into Monday, we'll track some thunderstorm chances, and some of those could provide damaging winds again, localized areas of flash flooding. Still in the 90s Tuesday, and by midweek next week, we're talking a cold front, guys. Another summer cold front makes its way in. More on the rain chances with that as it gets a little closer to us. Now we got to see what you have for lunch.
Did we pass or fail? That's the question. Back to school means back to packing school lunches, and it can be hard to pack something that's healthy and appealing for your student. This morning, we're joined by Dr. Max Brookman. He's a pediatric emergency doctor at OU Health.
Yeah, Dr. Brookman, thanks for being here. So Lacey and I packed our lunches for your, well, let me rephrase.
Rephrase that.
Lacey packed her lunch. My wife packed mine.
And he has no clue what she packed.
I don't know what's in here, but we're going to get your review and find out. So just sort of talk about some of the things that we should be thinking about for our kids. And Lacey, how's she doing over here? So far, so good?
A pretty good job.
He said, is it healthy? And I said, not really. There's some healthy, but then I'm trying to be realistic in what my picky eaters will eat.
That's what's most important.
Tough.
So it's easy to categorize food as either good food and bad food, but really we're looking for well-balanced meals.
Okay.
We're looking for fats, we're looking for some sugars, we're looking for protein. And as long as we're getting a little bit of everything, in particular fats and proteins for kids, then we're looking at a pretty good meal.
Well, let me walk you through this gourmet meal that I made. I ran out of bread in the household, so we used a tortilla. And then it's ham, lettuce, and tomatoes and cheese. I did chips for a good little crunch. I did a little clementine, Gatorade, and then 2 little cookies.
All right.
What do you think?
I love the tortilla. I love the wrap.
Okay.
We like to say that ultra-processed foods, things like cookies, chips, maybe one serving is usually ideal. But it's important to have anything in moderation. And so you find out what your kids like, what they're going to eat, and in moderation. Cookies.
Okay, so I could take one of these out, right?
Chips,
okay, so the reason I put a lot of stuff in here is day to day, I never know if they're going to eat everything I pack, so I kind of give them some options. Ugh, what do you think?
Right, so I mean, what your kid's favorite food this week can entirely change next week. So it's always a moving target. If you can, ideally pack your lunch with your kids, go to the grocery stores with your kids, find out what they like, what they don't like, what textures are important to them. And then at the end of the day, open up their lunchbox, see what they're actually eating.
Yeah, what's left over.
If you're putting a banana in there every single day and it comes back just even browner, then try something new.
Maybe skip the banana.
Yeah.
Okay, Colby, what about you?
Let's find out here. Let's see. Looks like some corn.
Corn?
With some chives in there, like almost like street corn.
Yeah.
And,
oh my gosh.
And then a salad.
Okay.
Let's see. This looks like steak. That's a little steak in there.
Is this for you or your kids?
Oh, this is for me. And then a full avocado. There we go.
What? Oh my gosh, that
so
sounds amazing.
It looks like my wife did a pretty good job. It
I mean,
seems
I
healthy.
would say A+.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, excellent.
Is this what your kids are eating?
Some of it, yes. Some of it, like the steak, probably not. But they'll have some avocado. They do actually eat a lot of fruit, so we'll put that in there. The problem is keeping it cold and keeping it throughout the day.
Right. So that's another thing. So both of you have these insulated lunch boxes, which are fantastic. And if you could throw in an ice pack, or even a frozen water bottle or frozen Gatorade with it, it will keep the lunches cool. Think about the perishable things that are going in your kids' lunches. You want to keep it nice and cold up until the time that they're eating it.
Yeah, and they probably won't have a lunch like this. But the big question a lot of parents have too is the easy option is the peanut butter and jelly sandwich. But a lot of schools are going away from peanut butter, allergies and things like that. So what is a good alternative for that easy, I'm in a hurry fix?
So people love to point to peanut butter and jelly sandwiches as a staple because it's high in calories, it's high in fat, it's also high in sugars. But we're looking for those healthy fats. So avocado, like you're seeing, some meats, cheeses, yogurts, ideally without many added sugars. Those give you those fats that help you have energy throughout the entire school day.
Yeah, so more of like a Greek yogurt, flavored Greek yogurt, if they'll eat it.
Exactly.
If they'll eat it, that is the big
Not a go-gurt,
question.
not a
Right.
go-gurt, yeah.
So, I mean, the same thing with fruits. Fruits are very sweet. You just got to see what they eat and what they don't eat.
You are around children all the time. You're a pediatric ER doctor. Just some advice as we leave folks today about back to school, maybe some good habits to remember.
Well, again, the lunches that we're packing now, I mean, you're teaching them habits that ideally will keep for a lifetime. So again, I think it's just about finding what they do like, everything in moderation, and it helps them focus and do great in school.
And some praise when they eat it all.
So if you had to give a letter grade, A. Did I even pass? Am I like a C over
I'll give
here?
A+, and
It's okay. It's okay.
Needs improvement.
Okay. Needs improvement. Dr. Brookman, thanks for coming in. We
Thanks for having
appreciate
me.
it.
Oh boy, hey, let's get a check of traffic here as you're heading out the door. 6:51 your time right now. And we're taking a live look across, this is down in Moore right now, so taking a live look here. You wanna do it, Robin? Take over.
Go ahead, babe. You're fine. I said everyone gets a trophy on the lunch, right?
Participation
Hey,
trophy.
doctor, do I get a trophy that I'd order Subway for my kid every day?
Absolutely.
Okay, there you go.
This is more right now in the school zone. You can see that light's about to start flashing here in about 8 minutes. So keep in mind as you're heading out the door this morning.
Back to school. All right, what you got, Rob?
All right, we've got a lot more coming up on the Coca-Cola porch. The Remington Willow Foundation is partnering with Home Depot for renovations at a veteran sober living center. The sneak peek at what they're doing, it's coming up at 9 a.m. We're on the Back to School Beat 2. Keep it here on 9. All right, welcome back. In the Back to School spirit, we're showing you a few of our own photos. Guess who this is?
Colby on the right.
Oh, look there.
And and then Maddie, our producer.
Yeah.
Right there on the left.
Maddie, are you the little one?
All
my God, you're so cute. Our producer, Maddie.
Look there.
I love
Colby,
it.
your boys look just like you.
Yes, they
That's
do.
what I've heard.
Oh my gosh, how fun. Hey, send your pics to pics@news9.net or go online, news9.com/schools.
There you go.
We love showing those pictures.
Oh, man. Watch the school zones and more today. We've got about 25,000 kiddos headed back to the classroom.
Back to school. Already back into the swing of things. Still tracking a little rain. We'll be tracking that through the 7 o'clock hour.
All right, thanks for joining us. Hope you had fun with us. We sure did. Make it a great Tuesday.